Ok.
Acum.
Fac acolo și Max cu cafeluța?
Hello!
Ce faci, mai? Iar se pierde camera? Nu știu dacă e calitatea sau...
No, se vede ok.
Ah, okay, cool. So we switch to English, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, right.
Da, schimbăm cazul spre... Vreți să fac eu o scurtă introducere sau vreți voi?
Sigur. Nu mă pot.
Okay, so then we may start also recording.
Okay.
Cookies, meow.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, we can start.
So the next program item is actually a workshop. It's about prop making for cosplay with our guests Radu and Mihaela. Hi. Okay, so we're gonna have a little chat about what exactly they're gonna do, and then we're gonna let them get to work on their props. Okay, so can you please tell us what you're gonna do?
Since this is a film festival, we wanted to make a prop from a movie that we also liked a lot, and that is Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, from the Thor movies.
And the Avengers.
Yeah, all of those movies had the hammer. This is still a draft. We didn't get to finish it, but we are going to finish one today.
So we start from scratch.
Yeah.
And that is the object roughly.
Yeah.
What we want to have until the end.
It's big, with more details maybe, and we also get to color it.
Yeah, we will get to paint it.
For this project, we are going to use... Sorry, yeah?
I just wanted to say that's really cool.
Thank you. For this project, we found a few reference pictures, and we scale printed them. Are we still using that?
Yeah, we'll have to get that from the printer because we measured it before we started it, and we realized that it was a bit bigger, 2 centimeters bigger than what we have, and I had to reprint the
scale model, the Pepakura model.
Yep.
For this project, we found 3D models. Like you can actually 3D print the whole hammer in different pieces. And for that, from that project, I only used the side models,
which is a stamp.
That we're going to use for all of these 4 details per side.
Let me get it closer so that you can see. Okay, so they are supposed to be stamped on the foam, and it's supposed to have this model on it.
And then we printed the Pepakura model to be scaled to the size of this 3D model print.
Okay. Why won't you...
Is going bad?
No, it's okay. I think it's okay. You can start presenting the tools that we are going to use.
Good.
Okay. Cool.
Also, for scale, I found another print with the sizes of the actual end piece. Like you'll have the actual hammerhead, which has to be 9 by 5 inches and so on. And then the actual hammerhead print. Hey, cookie. Sorry, distracted by cat. The actual hammerhead print that is going to be the actual size of this. Then we are going to use one giant PVC pipe for the handle. High density foam from Cosplay Shop, our favorite cosplay shop and materials and whatnot.
Provider.
Yeah. They have to sponsor us.
No, they won't.
We have another giant piece of leather. That is actual real leather because I wanted the real feel on the product.
On
the final piece.
Yeah. On the handle.
On the handle, yeah.
Mhm.
That's going to be handle.
After we finish cutting the pieces of foam, we're going to cover them with a primer so that the paint would stick to it. And for that, we will use flexi paint, but anyone can use like the wood glue. Usually the cosplayers use wood glue, but this is a special one created for props. It's very flexible when it ends, when it dries, and it's more durable than the usual wood glue. And because the flexi paint is going to be a bit sticky when it dries, it's like
rubberish, yeah.
rubbery, and it has like a latex structure. We also have the no tacky solution. It's very oily, and when we brush it over the final product, it's not going to be so sticky. So it will help us with that. For the painting, we are going to use an airbrush gun. And I'm going to use the paints, special paint for airbrush. But anyone can use acrylic paint and brush it with a normal brush. Brush it over the final product. And in the end, if you want a more durable prop, we recommend you to spray like a varnish on it, on the final prop, not on the leather, of course. The varnish will protect the paint on the prop.
I have a question.
Sure.
Yep.
If you may let me. Well, I tried using a varnish, and I don't know, maybe it's the wood glue that I'm using. It cracked after some time, right in the middle of the con, and I was so ashamed. Why is that?
It's the wood glue.
All right, thank you.
Definitely the wood glue. Yeah, because after a while it tends to crack, and that's what I said, that I'm using the flexi paint because it doesn't crack. It's very flexible and durable, and it's, I don't know, it's
The mother of primers.
Yeah, the mother of primers, and I really recommend that. I work with it, and also some other cosplayers maybe that are around here, maybe Max can also vouch for this, because it's really good stuff. Okay, so
It
we
also
should
comes in
be
black and gray and other colors, so you can use it as a base paint.
Can you mix it with other paints, like?
Yeah, with pigments. You can mix it with pigments and just apply it on the product, and you won't need to apply another layer of paint over it. So you can mix it with paint and just brush it over it. I've heard that you can also spray, like put it in a spray and spray it on the prop, but you kind of need special equipment.
Airbrush not gonna do it.
Yeah, it's going to clog your airbrush.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Big spray guns or big glue guns, but they're especially made for that thick paint.
There are international cosplayers that use like a very big airbrush with a big canister on it, and you mix it with a little bit of water because it's very tacky, very dense.
Yeah.
And then you spray it with a very big airbrush over the prop, but not with a regular airbrush that you use to paint stuff. Yep.
Other than that, we also have waxed thread for leather, and three, but I'm only going to use two needles for how to say that? For sewing the
to sew the handle of the hammer.
Then force is needed. You also need a hammer, just in case. To make the holes in the leather, I also have 4 leather working tools. that have different numbers of pins that are going to help me distance the holes in leather to make it an even suit.
So actually what you're gonna do with a piece like that, you have the leather, the piece of leather, and you put this thing on the leather and you hammer it.
Yeah, that's why.
So that it will be easier for you to sew everything together. So you won't need the needle to actually punch it.
We're actually going to see it later on. We're
Okay.
going to use it.
Okay, shall we start? I think we presented everything. Oh, and of course,
If we missed anything, we'll just show it.
to finish before we apply primer, we will need a rotary tool.
Thermal is the best known brand for that.
Yeah, it's this rotary tool. I think every cosplayer knows it.
Or multi-tool.
A multi-tool, okay, that you use to correct edges that are not okay, to sand down any imperfection. And to seal the pores from the foam, you will need a heat gun.
You can find it in any hardware store.
Yeah, you can find it in
Whatever
anywhere.
hardware store, yeah. There's different brands. We don't actually have a favorite brand for heat guns because we didn't go through as many.
So today we are going to use the heat gun only to seal, but you can use the heat gun to also shape foam.
And we're going to also use it to hit the foam and stamp it with this. You're going to see that.
Yeah. Okay. So I still don't have. You can start tracing the pieces on your foam. I'm going to help you with whatever you need.
Space.
Space. Okay.
Space is your best friend with prop making.
Okay.
You're going to need lots of space.
Right. So we will start making from scratch the sides.
Big sides, and since this is scaled to the actual finished size of the hammer, I'm just going to cut the inner side here and just place it on foam and actually cut the foam.
Be very careful with measuring. I recommend you use a ruler and always measure and make sure before you glue everything, measure and see if everything is correctly fits every piece. So right now we're just going to cut.
With an X-Acto blade?
Yeah, you can do that with a pair of scissors or a cutter. And meanwhile, you can ask me questions if you have any while he works. I do the talking, he does the doing.
I am the mule.
I might have a question. How long has it been since you started doing props for cosplay?
I think my first event was in 2015. And I think it was a year earlier, 2014, something like that. So he started before me.
And that was cosplay, and that was also my first prop. That was the tomahawk or Connor can make from Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah.
I think weapons and props go in the same category.
Mm-hmm. Do I cut the foam?
Or no?
No, it's okay. It's already cut.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so quite a long time ago, I guess.
Yeah. It's been a lot of work, and if we look back to our costumes, we can see how much our work has been improved during the years, and we are very aware of the fact that we have a lot of things to learn yet still.
What would you say was your most difficult prop so far that you've made?
In terms of prop, I think it was an Aquaman fork.
Okay.
The Aquaman trident, and it had a very organic shape, and it's very difficult to replicate organic shapes since they have their own mind, and it has been very difficult to shape. And we were just beginning to work with foam and also foam clay. There was a bit of foam clay in that prop, and I think for me that was the most difficult prop. And also there is another prop that I haven't finished, and I will show it to you. It was this helmet
Oh, that's
from
cool.
Assassin's Creed. And it's not finished yet because I still need to. There is a bird that is supposed to be here, so I'm very proud of this.
Yeah, it does. It does look cool.
Yeah.
So that's really great.
Okay, I'll put this here. Need help? Okay. How many cosplayers are here? Are watching us?
I'm here and also Max, I think.
Okay.
I don't know about it's Andre too. Here's Andre. Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Andrei.
Sí.
Which Andrei?
Constantinescu.
Ah, hello, Andrei. Thank you for joining us.
I was waiting. Yeah.
Buenos días.
Yeah.
Trabajo.
We know a lot of Andres. Okay, so tell us, what would you like to find out while we are making this prop as cosplayers? How are you curious to find out what things we are going to apply here?
You said that the stamp is 3D printed?
Yep.
Well, I don't have access to a 3D printer, and I was curious if you know of any other techniques I could use to make this stamp.
This one that is very complicated. You cannot make it out of, I don't know, foam. Only if you want to. I don't know. There are a lot of intricate swirls, and it's very difficult to replicate it. That's why we 3D printing it. But I think nowadays there are a lot of people who actually have 3D printing services, and they must be affordable. So I think if you go there with a printing file, I think it's the best thing for you to print it.
In terms of details, yeah.
In
but
terms
you
of
can
details.
also start carving it.
In wood, yeah, that
No,
that
not entirely.
oh,
Also
like
high
in
density
foam, in high density foam. But you will need this, like the Dremel, the rotary tool that you use is going to be pointy, and it takes a lot of work.
Yeah, if you want to actually carve it, then you can
You
also
make this one out of
foam clay. You can try and put some foam clay on it. Yeah, you have to go with really thin swirls.
But
that gives a
you need
better-
the stamp.
But
She was asking about the stamp, not the thing that.
No, the entire
Yes.
piece. Actually. To actually make the entire piece.
Okay, like to get to this result.
Yeah, but since there are so many pieces, like 8 for this prop, I actually want, and actually 16 because I had to make it 2 times. I was more interested into saving time, and that's why I used the 3D printer to have the mold, and then I'm going to make as many as fast as possible.
So, how it normally works, I take my piece of foam Okay, I hit it with can you help me? Yeah, thanks. I hit it with a heat gun, and you need to be very careful while you hit it, not to burn the foam. So you will try to go into circles and try to be like at a normal distance from the foam. Okay, like I think this distance is okay, not to burn the foam. Okay, not too long. And then you put the stamp and you press it really hard into the foam. You have to use a lot of force, a lot of pressure. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I don't have that much force as you do. Okay, I will have to come back to it because it's not very, I didn't push it very much, but it looks something like that. See?
Miha, step on it.
I cannot. Okay, so the thing, if I'm not satisfied with this result because I cannot see it very well, and while I will cover it with the flexi paint, if all these details are going to go, I need something to be more embossed into the foam. So I can always come with a heat gun. It will disappear. Okay, so it's actually vanished. And hit it even more, and then try again until I get the result that I want.
You can actually give it to me.
Okay, thank you.
That is the next step. I actually need to.
Yep.
Does it work better on non-HD foam? Non-high density, like the other one.
It will, but yes, it will. But is it for this kind of prop? I actually need very sturdy foam. That's why. Of course, the result would be better as visual, but I won't have that sturdiness. It's going to be a bit flimsy. Victory?
Ish?
I think
We can
so.
actually use even more heat.
We can use even more heat, and it needs to be more embossed.
Let's make it real hot. Okay?
Real hot?
Hotish.
Okay, we're going hot.
And not now.
Not now?
Not the rest because that is good. Are we gonna use that? Or am I stamping it again?
I think it's okay. I think it's pretty good.
Sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Because it's
Here? Okay.
when applying a piece to another piece at an angle, we also need some angled cuts. I learned that from Max and it went real good. So when cutting this piece, I'm going to cut it at a 45-ish% angle. So I'm going
Degrees.
to degrees, yeah. So I'm actually going to, instead of cutting straight, I'm going to bend the cut to get 45-degree cut on this piece, which will go on the straight part and actually form
On the inside. The cut is going to be on the inside. So the wider
this, we go down.
the wider angle is going to be towards the inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not you. Not now.
Usually I do most of the work during cosplay. And now it's his turn to work. Yeah. Yes. He's the muscle actually. When I need him to cut something, when I need to cut something, I ask him to cut.
I wanted to ask a question regarding the helmet you just shown earlier. There's the wig work there I've seen, but I wanted to ask, how did you make the wigs stand like so tall and like upwards?
Oh, we want to
It
see
was it was a 2 years work. No, I'm joking.
it was finished
It,
after 2 years.
so the skeleton is like a piece of foam that I attached to the. Nu se vede unghiul.
I just
Oh, okay.
Okay.
there's a angle there.
Okay, so I was talking about the wig work on the helmet. So there is a skeleton, a piece of foam that I cut into shape, and then I used 2 cheap wigs, cut the weft from it, and in layers I applied everything onto with glue. I noticed that like hot glue never fails me in this kind of stuff. So I used hot glue. I applied it over the skeleton of foam, and then I placed the wefts onto that. And the final thing was to apply a spray, a hairspray, and first of all, I applied a level 6 hairspray that was the strongest I could find on the market. It was a brand that you use on your hair, and it wasn't strong enough. Like all the hair would like bend and be flimsy. And last year, I noticed that in our stores, we finally have got to be glued. I think I have one in that closet.
It's the yellow one, right?
It's the yellow one.
Yeah, I've just acquired one.
And it's the best. Like 2 sprays on it and everything. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, this one, yes.
And if I apply 2 coats of spray, it will just stay stiff. As you can see, it stays pretty sturdy and stiff. So the skeleton is until here, is this long. So it's underneath. And this part is actually wig and it stays. Okay. Here I need to apply a little bit more. Okay, but I think it stays pretty stiff.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yep. And I still have one more to do.
Like 2 helmets, nice.
To make one left to make.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. So if you want, I will for that one, for the other helmet, I will make step by step. I will take step by step pictures, so you can follow my page for the step by step instructions on how to make that thing and see clearly. Probably, if now I manage to promise this, I will start making it.
I really want to see more of your work on Instagram, honestly, because I have lots to learn from you, and I haven't seen lately. So, yeah, thank you so much. No, it's fine.
Yeah, life's been very messy right now. We have a lot of work to do, not cosplay related. And lately, we started again making costumes because we started being.
And that is
It's motivating for us to see events and to have something to work for. But it was a very depressing period for cosplay, and that demotivated us. And we couldn't find something to make us start working on cosplays.
I think every cosplayer has experienced this.
Yep. But we saw a lot of cosplayers that created Instagram content, online content, and without even going to conventions. And we saw that amongst the Romanian cosplayers, and that impressed me a lot. And I really want that more often. I saw cosplayers that made 3 or 4 cosplays in this pandemic period, and that is amazing.
They actually use the free time.
Yeah, they use the free time. We didn't.
Spend more at home, make more costumes.
Yeah, we have materials that are bought. We just need to have the motivation to start working on them.
Go make a costume.
Yeah. So we're very happy that the convention started again, and we are allowed to participate, and there are competitions. That is an excellent thing. I'm very happy for that. Now I cannot wait. Yeah, it's okay. I cannot wait for Radu to finish cutting the pieces so I can assemble them. Is there anything that I can do?
Right now, you can actually start making those, straighten them a bit
To straighten them, okay?
by hot gun or whatever. And we're going to make the first side of the hammer, since I have 4 of these embossed pieces.
Okay, to keep them into shape, I'm going to put something heavy on them and let them cool. Yeah. Okay.
Do you still have some heavy?
If I have fond clay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, good.
I do have some.
I might also use some.
Okay. Well, half of it is dry, and the other half that is at the bottom survived. But it's been 82 years.
For cosplay. Hey.
Am I too loud when I speak? I feel like I'm very loud when I speak.
No, not at all. It's okay.
Oh, I got a little soft voice. No, it's okay. Okay,
Don't
what else?
The public.
Give me something to do.
Are they all bent?
Yep. Not bend,
Straighten.
straighten.
Okay.
The others too?
Yeah, sure, maybe.
Okay.
So for the next part, we are going to make the whole first square-ish part of the hammer, like the midsection. Actually connect all of the 4 sides. Okay?
Okay. Do you need them?
Yep.
Okay. There you go.
And I'll need those 2.
Trying to do my best here.
Work.
I was thinking of a factory song, like we were working on.
No. We're not going for sea shanty.
Sea shanties, yeah. Andrei, why won't you say something?
Don't scare them.
He's Andrei Constantinescu. Come on, he always has something to say.
Eh?
Yeah, you.
What did you ask me?
Tell us something from your childhood here. I
My
don't know.
what? What does that have to do with anything?
No,
I was
you usually have a lot of things to say.
But right now you're so silent and
Yeah, and you're very silent, and it's something unusual.
we're watching while playing D&D, and Irina will kill me if I keep the discussion up here.
Is everybody there? Hi, everybody.
Okay.
Yay!
There was a bunch of people on one account. Yeah, we're playing a Viking D&D campaign, so watching Mjolnir being made while playing D&D with Viking. Yeah,
Viking.
we're in Valhalla right now. Well, we're in Asgard. Okay.
it can be
I
silent.
never had a childhood. I was born fat and old.
So sad.
I'll go back
Okay,
to mute before I cringe everyone.
Great. Thank you.
Wah.
Anyways, tell us when we get cringe.
Oh,
Cringe.
when you start? 40 minutes of cringe. Okay.
Anything else? What else?
Now, right now, we are going to apply some contact cement on it. Where is the contact cement? Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Okay.
here it is.
So yeah, we didn't present that yet. We
Contact
are
cement.
going to use contact cement and a piece of foam as a brush.
Because I don't want to use my pretty brushes on
No,
contact cement.
it's a one-time use. With contact cement, you have to apply it to both sides, let it dry a bit, and then, like, after 5 minutes or so, even if it looks like it dried up, it's gonna be so sticky, and once you apply both pieces one to the other, it's just gonna stay there, especially foam. But that also works with leather.
Can I help you with that?
What?
Can I take another piece of foam and apply contact cement? Put it in the middle. Okay.
Also, at times when you
And I have
you're only going to apply it to both sides of that, okay?
to this side and this side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to that one.
Okay.
Contact
Got it.
cement is very toxic, so maybe have a window open or use some masks for that.
We have a window opened.
And also, I'm already allergic to it, so it's fine.
It's fine. No, it's not fine. You're allergic to it. Okay.
No, check.
So yeah, apply a very thin layer. You don't want it to be bulky because it won't dry. And there.
Actually, it's this one too, both sides.
Yes. So. Any other questions? It scares me when it gets silent. We are concentrated.
Focus is key, not to eat glue.
Okay. Let it dry.
Right, press a bit.
The next
Second.
one. So we apply on the long edge. We apply contact cement, very thin layer on the long edge. And while you, if you have a model and like a how do you call them? Like a template? Yeah, a template, pattern template. You usually have some marks,
Oh yeah,
guidelines that will show you where to glue them together. But since this is a kind of like very square model, it doesn't really need these marks.
Yeah, we're going to snap them in place to the edges. So like we're actually going to focus on the edges and start with the edges and then apply all of it.
Yep.
I used snap because I was thinking about 3D Max, where you can actually snap to place two pieces together and they'll go straight to that point.
So maybe we could give you the model that we were planning to use. It's a Tepakura model, which you can kind of adapt to foam, but be very careful that foam is thicker. This is 5 millimeters thick foam. And you should pay attention to the thickness too. Okay. Anything else?
No, just that.
Just that?
Just those two.
Okay. What about these?
Not yet. Actually, just one side.
Hey. Give me something to do. Okay.
One.
Just one side.
One long side.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Now, because these two are done,
I think
which is the first? Which is a bit drier.
this one, I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Failed me.
They are the same. I don't remember.
Yeah, these.
Stick. They will stick anyway, since the layer is very thick. Thin. Not thick. Thin. Okay. It's like waiting for your nails to dry
Hmm.
until you apply. Very curious what he's doing there. Do you know what you're doing?
Sometimes.
Do they fit? They should.
You got it.
Give it to me.
Is it windy? Which one?
Give it to me.
It has to be bended.
No, you didn't wait long enough, and now it's longer.
Give it a few minutes.
Yeah, but now it's too late. This piece is going
Where's
to
that?
stick off.
Give it a few minutes and just
Yeah, give
reapply
it longer. Yeah, and then apply it, because it's going to.
while I wait on that.
Oh, Kojo is here. Hello.
Hello, mister.
Salut, am ațipit și n-am intrat la început.
Hello.
It's okay.
Da.
Just leave it.
You should have waited longer.
Just leave it as it is.
I think the angle should be wider.
Closer together.
This one too should be wider, because
They have to go to 90, yeah.
see,
Push it into place.
mm,
Adapt.
if you
Over.
push it, it does this, and you don't want that.
Right.
It won't. Okay, so these sides need to be at an angle too.
Okay, then they go too close. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it okay? Can I glue them now?
I don't know. You do you? Let me modify it a little bit.
What you doing? Don't you dare cut.
Okay. Anything else?
This.
I think so. Yeah. Nothing. Nothing.
You know we have a light though.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god. Nothing. You're doing it wrong. What else?
So we only got 2 halves because right now we are going to actually use something to stir the middle part. And for that, I actually had 2 squares. Oh, did it?
So these are going on the inside.
Like, if these 4 parts go together like this, we're actually going to sturdy them in the middle
To reinforce them.
with two parts like this. They're also going to be distance because in the middle goes a hole for the handle, and we're going to actually drill that right now. So we actually have to make up the middle by measuring this. No, this I need a marker.
This is a marker.
So this is half.
I have no idea what he's doing.
It's math. Or math, whatever.
Calculating some things. I don't know what.
Some kind of Elvish, I don't understand.
Okay, maybe I should cover the glue
For the moment.
for the moment because we don't want it to get dry. We don't need this now.
So we have the crosshair, because this is basically a crosshair, and we have the pipe, and somehow you have to make it go in the middle there. You can actually press it a bit and see where it falls. Right now, it's not. What's up with this one?
It's not visible.
Right now, it's not that good. So we go a bit lower. See how it goes. It actually clicked. Is this one good? Yes. Like that here. Click. There you go. Yeah, that's probably the middle. Wait. Actually highlight it. Is that the middle?
Are you asking me? You made
Yeah.
the measuring.
I mean, this is the middle. What was the circle? Is the circle going in the middle?
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't want comments about it.
You will get them.
Probably going to be a tad too small to the pipe, so we're going to have to make it just a bit bigger after we get this one out. Yeah, this is probably going to be a bit too small.
You want to test it?
Yeah, let's go. It's too small.
You have to make it bigger. Yeah, because the shape that you traced it was the inside, and you want to make it a little bigger so it fits the outside. It's, I think, it doesn't say how wide it is on the outside.
It's 4. It's 40.
40
millimeters. Anyway,
40 millimeters.
40 millimeters.
4 millimeters.
40. What is a millimeter?
it's the 1/10 of a centimeter.
Yeah. And this
40 millimeters is?
4 centimeters.
No, I was asking about the thickness, how thick the pipe is.
The whole pipe.
Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
like the diameter outside, the outside diameter
Yeah, that's 40.
compared with. No, you don't get it.
You don't know your
How thick
imperial.
the pipe
Anyway.
is?
It's 40. Anyway, so the reinforcement goes to the sides of the pipe.
So you will have to trace where they go.
Yeah. Just also cut the corners
Yeah.
because they go in the sides here and glue them in place. It's good.
Okay, measurings.
Yeah.
You will have to do them.
We can go by eye too.
No, we don't. We measure
You can cut the angles here.
the angles.
Yeah. See just how they fall in place.
Uh-huh.
Cut them like, yeah.
Okay, give them to me. Okay.
You have them.
So to
this.
cut the angles, that is really smart. I wouldn't think of that. So you take your corner and you place the margins. I don't know how to show it. Okay. You place the margins on the inside actually.
Yeah,
right? On the inside. And you cut the excess. I don't know how to show it. Okay, there. Okay.
Don't get it.
The excess on the outside. Like that corner over there. You have to go around it a little bit until it fits on the inside. Yeah. I got it. So I do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
There.
Yeah.
Okay.
I may need some help.
Also, oh my god, cookie. Since we have the scale here, I'm actually going to get the handle size, which is 12 inches, into centimeters and cut the pipe where we actually need it. So 12 inches. Times 2.5. That is exactly 30. 30 centimeters. And I'm actually going to cut the big pipe out and measure from this side.
Okay, did you measure where you are going to place these?
No.
Or,
No, we'll just go by.
No, we will
We'll
measure.
go exactly at 7.
We will measure everything.
See. Here we go.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that go into prop making, and with time you get all the tools you need in just one drawer, maybe two.
Okay, so
They're big.
it's going to be 4 centimeters from the edge.
Okay, great.
On both sides.
Actually, just trace a line. Go.
Yeah, like this. So 4 centimeters from the edge. And trace a line where I want to put the inside part, because I'm also going to apply glue and I need to know where to apply glue.
You will apply the glue on the traced line.
Yeah.
And also, this is 20 inches from the end to entering the hammerhead. And we're also going to get like 5-7 more centimeters of PVC pipe inside the hammerhead. Or how many did I actually use on this one? I'm going to use this.
Yeah, measure that one.
It's 9 centimeters needed.
How are you going to Cut the pipe. Oh, with that one.
I have to
Mhm. Okay. Heavy tools.
Yes. Power.
Okay, so what I do, I actually take the other one and use this thing, like use it as a model to cut all the other edges, corners actually. Here. Should be okay.
Let me know if it's getting too loud or something when we're using the tools.
I don't think the microphone gets the other sounds.
Wait, give me a second. No, it's fine. Good.
You have nice suppression from Discord,
Yeah.
I think.
Using the crisp. Take a break.
Oh, wait. Let me get this, because this is precious. Don't cut your fingers. Hey. Oh, we are not allowed to say that.
Can we get some beeps over this? Also, it's more recommended to actually use the dusty tools outside or something, but we have the setup, so I'm just gonna use this.
Or get the vacuum cleaner
Yeah, that's it.
and have the vacuum
Do you
cleaner with
usually
you.
use masks when you Dremel stuff? When you send them? Okay.
Earlier I used for the other for the first prop, I actually used mask because it gets really messy and you don't want to inhale the material that gets out of the foam because it's toxic after all. You don't
It's
want it
also
to get into
something-
your lungs.
Of course.
And also, as a tech recommendation, don't do that near a PC or a laptop or whatever electrical things you have, because the dust is so fine it actually goes inside the fan and inside the PC, and it's a mess to get it out of it.
Okay. Let's see if it's okay what I did. Mm. Oh, I still need to glue the other part.
We'll
Okay,
glue them all together. That's fine. Right now, it's fine.
it's fine, right? Okay, I
They're
just
going
need to trace everything.
Also, most of the glue goes to the big sides and not the small sides, so it's not that big of a problem if they don't touch.
What do I do with this? Because it's not.
Yeah, we're going to align all of it.
Okay,
Start stressing.
I am.
Also, I see we're halfway through the project, so we're probably going to fast forward through some of the steps.
What? How are you going to do that?
Easy. Math. What you doing?
Aligning everything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Hmm. I think I'm also going to line and apply glue on this side. 4 centimeters. Yep. But I didn't cut the corners for that one. I'm going to do that.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, there you go.
And you.
Yeah, sorry.
Take it.
Now
People.
this is the main focus of the project.
All rights reserved. Okay, I think it's this one.
This is awkward.
Yeah, it's an awkward silence.
Fine.
Overthinking intensifies.
Yeah.
Are we doing this right? Are the people judging us? What are we doing? Is it okay? Are they commenting, oh, you're doing it right? You're doing it wrong. No, I'm joking. Not. Maybe.
Now you're overthinking.
Yeah, I'm overthinking a lot. Stop.
Oh,
Yep.
this is good Fernandez.
The smell of grenades in the morning.
What a better way to start your morning.
Part of the breakfast of champions, I suppose.
What if I get this Fernandez stick and just dump it in my coffee?
It's a new cup. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
For the non-cosplayers here, what cosplays would you like to see or make? Or what characters from any TV series or movie or game would you like to see in real life? You can also unmute yourself and talk, or you can also write it in the program chat room because I have that open, so I'll just see.
I was reading the messages. Okay. So apply glue?
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. Break time for me.
Okay.
Remember to hydrate yourself.
Yes, always. Gonna stick.
If you waited long enough,
Yeah. Judging me?
he's not patient.
never patient. I'm always patient. I'm the patient one here.
I can see that.
Okay, fine. So, as I mentioned earlier about maybe fast forwarding some of the steps, after we close this one, close the box and actually have the big side of the hammer, we are probably going to go to the sides and apply the parts and close the cap. Like for this light is annoying. This is very annoying. I really don't know how to do it.
Yeah, get closer. Get closer.
Yeah, so close the angle parts with this, and also place the big hard hat right here. And close the entire half of the hammer, and then we're going to move on to the handle and cut some leather and sew it and attach the handle to the half of the hammer. So that we go through all of the techniques as time provides.
Okay.
Because it's not just a
Let's see how much time we have left.
about 45 minutes.
Okay.
If I really rush it, I can probably make this prop in 2 hours, but it's not gonna be painted.
So this
That's
is what I can do. I can paint that hammer.
Oh, the other one? Yeah, sure. You can actually paint the draft hammer, so that
Yeah.
we also go through painting on that side and leatherwork on this side.
Okay.
That can happen.
Give me the hammer. So, hammer time.
Can you have some music?
Well, I
everyone.
do have some sad news about that because Rhythm recently went kaboom. So no more Rhythm on Discord.
Oh no.
And
Okay, so
the other
So the
boat
boats are
that I used is not as good as Rhythm was. So
right.
we're gonna miss it.
Some bots died. Like Discord is not supporting them anymore. That's bad.
Yeah, I've read that Rhythm received some messages from YouTube actually,
Oh.
and they said they told them to stop doing whatever they were.
Rights and stuff.
the copyright.
Yeah, I suppose.
Wow. Yeah, that's bad.
Okay, so I'm preparing the airbrush.
And since this airbrush also has a tank, can you actually just lift it a bit to show it? Anyway, there's a tank on it that has the compressed air, so right now we can feel the compressor filling the tank to 3 bars, and after that it's going to stop because the inner pressure in the tank is 3 bars, and you can actually use it without powering the compressor. So that is very nice.
I think it's very complicated information. You lost me. Lost me.
We have 2 types of compressors, tanks and no tanks, and tanks are better.
So
There you go.
it stopped. I shake the bottle very well because the pigment tends to fall to the bottom of the bottle. And I need to shake it well so that everything comes together. I lost my words.
It's okay.
Okay. So
We are all wordless right now.
I'm using the gunmetal from
All club?
no, it's not Arclad, it's MIG.
Oh, Mig Magnum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Those are very good for models and figurines. They're actually you can actually find them in stores dedicated to figurines and models of planes and cars and whatnot.
So I'm filling up the tank. Not the tank. How do you call this thing?
It's a small tank.
It's a small tank. And you use rubber gloves in order not to get dirty.
But it also happens all the time.
Yeah. So if I wouldn't use my gloves, my hands would look like this. Okay, let's see. I start from here.
When working with foam, you are going to go through contact cement like candy. So always have some backup plans in case that runs out, like hot glue or another can of contact cement.
The reason why I'm not using a brush to paint this is that I don't want brush strokes on the prop. Right there?
Can you see what it says on the meter? Because if it drops under 20, you're not going to have the same pressure anymore.
No, it's 30 and something.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Since you have an airbrush, do you also do miniature painting, like so? Okay, so no Warhammer, I think, is there.
No, but we
Okay.
actually got all of our airbrush sets and compressor and paints from Hobby Shop, which is a shop dedicated to Warhammer figurines,
Figurines.
so many other figurines. But once you go in there, you just fall in love with what can have and what you can create.
Yeah, I do follow some pages on Instagram that specialize in this, and they're just mesmerizing. The level of detail that goes in there.
Same. And sometimes they use airbrush, other times they use really thin brushes. We didn't get to actually work on miniature figurines right now, and until now. But they're so fun, and we actually want to work on some chibi figurines or what else do we have in plan? Some Pokemon figurines and all kinds of little uh, ornaments, gaming related, TV series related.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I inclined it a little bit. And
Spilled.
yeah, it's still a little bit, but it's okay because I did this.
Yeah.
You should keep it straight.
Also, when you are done painting and you just have to put it down, it's better to put it in a stand-up position and not inclined to the pan. You can also use the airbrush without putting the cap on the pan. It's not going to spill anywhere. But if you put it down, it's just going to spill everywhere if it's still some paint in there. So just be very careful.
And clean the airbrush every time after you use it. We actually have a cleaning solution. It is not this one, but it looks like this one, and it's a special solution to clean the brush, the airbrush.
Yeah.
The pen.
It follows the same path as the paint because you put it in the tank again and you use it as you usually do with paint. So it just cleans everything. That's great.
I actually like this one. The color.
What is there not to like?
Gunbo. It's interesting. Let me turn and try to paint it.
We are now marrying the two pieces together, made a live long, happy.
Hmm?
Good. 5:30.
I can do this.
Nice. Okay. We go to the sides.
I got two more sides to paint. And then it's weathering. Fine.
Try not to get paint on the mic. It's not ours.
Okay, I'm not.
Oh, I put some wind on my forehead.
No, it's okay.
Maybe I'm also getting pain in the head.
No, you're not. Calm down.
But what if?
Looking good.
Mm.
Okay.
You got painting there?
Yeah, I still have some paint. So it was one
Full cup?
full cup,
Oh my god.
and I still have some.
Yeah, it's going very fast. One tank of those is going kind of fast. Also, depending on the size of the nozzle opening that you have.
You can also. I actually
Yeah, don't go.
modify the um,
You're going,
size of the brush actually.
yeah, you're going to lose some of the paint if you have the nozzle open to the max because it goes all around. And not only on the place that you want shape to paint.
Okay, let's check how much we have left. Um, no, I cannot. Can you help me? Thank you. Oh, I have a lot of paint left. Actually,
I'll paint on my
sorry.
head. It's okay.
Okay, so I will try to cover the spots that I think need to be covered. Curious. It got a lot of bubbles. There might be because of the fact that I shake the bottle very well. I don't know. I shook. Yep. Thank you. We're home.
knew it was gonna come to this. So maybe
The cutter? This one? Okay.
it also has to be angle cut. Oh, I know that.
Okay, this is how it looks like. Okay. I'm going to stop now my airbrush. Okay. Is it here? Yeah, it's no, it doesn't.
Houston,
Yeah, it doesn't.
did it spill?
No, it's okay, it's okay.
Good.
Okay. Now it's stay there. Okay. And weathering. So I will use now some acrylic paint, but oil paints are the best if you want to get a very good weathering. And for that, I'm going to get my black acrylic paint and go into the creases. For example, let me show you. Into these creases right here and into these creases to attempt to, yeah, to accentuate, I think.
Make them pop.
Make them pop.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a brush. Did anyone say hello?
I said
Hello.
some Jones.
So I'm going to take a brush and a piece of um no, yeah, tissue paper. Okay.
Issue to resolve the issue.
Yeah, get the tissue. Okay.
Issue begun.
So brush it over the creases where I want to. I need to move very quickly. Okay. And with the tissue, come and wipe everything. Oh. I think maybe I will use some water to dilute this because it's too thick and I don't like this black that thick. Okay, I need the black more diluted to go into the creases. And take a piece of tissue and wipe off and it will remain there. Let me try again.
This is
Ah.
not the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Setting up the workshop as a podcast scene. This is very nice.
Okay. And actually doing like a wash, a black wash over the prop and just dab on it. The acrylic gray metallic paint underneath has dried, so it won't come off. And I'm just gonna dab over. Yeah. So it might be a bit messy, but in the end it will look nice. Really? Hello, a lot of people.
Smell of context.
Yeah.
Yay. It's Slitty Cat. Where you at? Yeah.
What's their name?
Cookie.
Oh,
Okay, so it looks like something like this. Okay. And I will try to weather everything so it was clean, and I will make it look more like,
Rugged.
yeah.
So this is about the end cap on the hammer. And what's missing right now is these little triangles in the corners to actually close the whole end of the cap. And see, we're pretty bad with time, so we'll have to wrap it up soon. An idea about the hammer that I wanted to say earlier is that you can actually you can actually make it more custom and a bit more impressive by using LED lights with a small button in the handle, and the lights will go to the sides and go through the stamped edges if you use LED foam or some plexiglass or
LED foam.
LED foam is probably the best because that's going to let the light go through the foam. And you can use some blue or maybe straight white LEDs and have some lighting effects, especially because you have so much empty space inside the hammer. You can put so many things inside there. You can actually use magnetic foil or really big magnets and put them in the cap and actually stick this to the fridge. That's gonna look so awesome.
I wasn't planning this, but I like this wash, and I will leave it like that. I want.
See,
Yeah, I know.
see for the spit.
I know. That's why. I have the.
So since the end cap is almost done, I'll just have to rush it to leather work and say a few things about that. So I'll just leave this as it is, if that's okay with you.
No problem.
So since I promised talking about leather work and the tools needed, we're going to get the sheet out. And this is about half a cal wide and long. And
Yeah.
poor cow, really poor cow. I really love animals. But at the same time, she will always be remembered
Through this hammer.
through this hammer and so many other props because this is big. For the pipe, since we know that the diameter is 4 centimeters, the outer diameter is 4 centimeters, to get the circumference or the length of the circle, you go 2 times radius times pi. And that's 4 by 3.14, and that's about 12.56. So that's going to be the
Mathematics, everyone.
mathematics, everyone. That's going to be the width of the leather piece that we need. And the length is going to be 30, because that's what we measured earlier by this 12 inches length. So we're just going to cut this. Where's my, oh, there it is. I have the sides here. We'll go to 12.56 with a marker. Here and here. And always double check the length in between the points so that you have the same as you planned, which is 30 right here. Okay. Good. Now again with the X-Acto blade that actually I got this from a leatherwork shop. So I'm pretty sure it's meant to use leather and goes through like butter. Also, metal rulers are best for cutting straight lines because you're not going to dig in the ruler, as you're probably going to do with a plastic ruler. There. Butter. Leather can go back.
Is the box ready?
What?
The box.
A box.
This one?
No, I think so.
You need to attach the sides.
To get
And the
triangles done.
corners.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're probably going to use that.
Yeah. So it's a good thing we did one.
Yeah.
already finished.
Almost finished. It still doesn't
Almost
have the end cap, but we have a plan for that. So to get the sewing done,
He's
we
gonna
have
die in a corner.
what?
He's gonna die in a corner.
Yeah, probably, as every cosplay project that we have. We have to get some holes in the sides of the leather with the tools I already mentioned in the beginning, with little forks. Don't try actual forks. That's just gonna bend.
Are you gonna snap?
I'm probably gonna snap, yeah.
Oh
Let me
my
know if you can hear the hammer going down. Yeah. So for that, you get a fork, and usually when I start the holes, I actually get one tooth and put it just after, just outside the leather piece, so that I get distance, because you don't want to start too close to the edge. And point it about half a centimeter from the edge as well. Where's the hammer? Oh, there. Sorry for the noise.
Can you hear that?
Nope.
No? Thank you, crisp suppression.
Oh, the sound here is.
This is terrible.
Sorry, neighbors. One side.
Hello. Whoever joined. Joke's on you, I already drilled the holes in the other side, so that's why I was so quick with the cut. I just knew where to go.
Ah! Oh! I was very nervous that you are planning to do the other side. Yeah.
As for that threat,
Right. Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
hello.
Hey. So, I guess, can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
And
We can
see
hear
Yeah,
me?
we're wrapping things up with the previous program
see.
item right now.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So I'll just shut up for a second and let you finish. Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
You can tell whatever you want to
Yeah.
tell. Yeah, we're.
Do you need the space? We can actually
Respecting.
just end this up right now if you want.
Okay, so this is how my hammer looks like.
Very weathered, very rugged.
Yeah, it's very weathered because it actually had done a lot of damage. If you can hand me the handle, and I'm actually going to take my gloves off because there might be some paint here and I don't want to get the handle dirty.
There you go.
Okay. I'm just gonna put it like this and finish the end cap.
The end of the handle. Also,
Okay.
for actually, that's just how it should end. Also, on the handle, there are a few strips, these silver lines, that we're actually going to use. Can you get a bit closer? We're actually going to use foam strips, apply some contact cement, and then actually glue them in place, and they're going to stay. As for the end cap, there's the same principle. We had a model. Where's the model? Can you see the model? I think it's here. There you go.
So I printed this model and I'm going to to demonstrate it now.
I think we have to actually end it. So it's fine. We had the model, we had to actually cut it into 2 pieces altogether in just one big strap, put it around the end cap. What? This? Okay. And glue it in place. Then another leather strap that goes around the end cap, and that's the big strap that Thor usually uses as to swing the hammer around. Oh yeah. What she's doing right now is that she's
tracing
the lines of the model into the foam, and if I'm correct, she's then going to use the cutter to go through the model and use the heat gun to make the lines just a bit bigger.
to open the lines.
To open the lines, and that's going to help the model stick out. I think we are about done. I mean, the whole process of the hammer is about 50% done because we still have paint and we still have the end caps. But the time is up.
I just wanted to do this as I'm trying to move as fast as I can. Okay, it's just a
rough model.
Okay, there you go. And now I go around and cut the lines.
As for the leather, we use 2 needles to go through both sides at the same time. Get them done, close the line, and then crisscross down. You go to the opposite line and then back in the first piece that you started with. And the line, pull it tight, and then crisscross the other, and that's how you get the crisscross effect in the sewing of the whole hand.
So since this was in a hurry, I just with the knife, I just traced some lines. I don't know if you can see them. Okay, only on one side. And now I'm going to take my gun, my heat gun, and open the line a little bit. It's just an example. I did it in hurry. So it looks like this. If I continue with the lines and the model, it would look just like this. As an example for the handle, for the end of the handle.
And I think we covered all the techniques that we used for this hammer. Is there anything that we also didn't get to explain?
If you have any questions,
if you have suggestions or questions or your way of how would you make this, let us know.
Yes, you can do so in the text chat, please. So because we have 2 more minutes, and so please wrap things up for the next program. Thank you.
Hammer time. Hey, stop it. Get some help.
it's okay. I got help. So this was really fun. I think it was the first time we've worked together on one prop in 2 hours.
Yeah. Of course, we didn't expect to actually finish it.
And it's looking pretty good.
Pretty decent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I must say it does look awesome. So as much as this word has been overused, but it really does. And good job for managing to actually lift it.
Oh yeah, we are worth it.
We are worth it, yeah.
It's my gun.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
No Maybelline. No animals were harmed in the making of this, maybe except for the cow.
For the cow, poor cow.
Sorry.
Yum. Okay.
Okay, then. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm sure that for the more cosplaying oriented people among us, this has been very enlightening. And for the rest of us, this has been more entrancing, perhaps, because for most of the time I couldn't tell what you were actually doing because I have no idea what goes on in there. But indeed, it has been a blast having you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.